What's up, guys? It's Tom from BlackoutGamersUK, and I'm doing the first impressions on Dishonored, the new game published by Bethesda and developed by Arcane Studios. I'd like to start off by saying that this game looks absolutely amazing. Graphics are brilliant, the animations are brilliant, the game itself looks outstanding. And I'd like to start off by giving you a bit of advice. When you get your game, open up your manual and read the bit of the backstory. That way you'll feel a little bit more immersed, you'll know what's going on, and you'll feel slightly more invested in the world. Well, I did anyway, that's just a bit of my advice. As with most Bethesda games, you start off in a prison, and you break out, and you kick ass. This guy knows how to wield a sword. And do you know what? The combat is fluent, it's easy to get hold of. You have sort of a sword in your right hand, you have a gun in your left hand, and you also have magic in your left hand eventually. This is a nice little mechanic that I haven't seen in a long time. It's the peek around corners mechanic. I genuinely haven't seen that since I played Call of Duty 1 on the PC all of those years ago, back in 2003. So I'm really glad to see that back in a game for once, to be honest. And as you see here, I'm trying to be a little bit sneaky. I'm just trying to sneak up behind this guy and kill him. I'm waiting for that guy to turn around. Here we go. We're going to run in, and I think we're going to slit his throat. Yeah, there you go. But I wasn't sneaky enough, so I could stab that guy in the back of the shoulder. You can do counters in combat as well, which really just helps make it flow a hell of a lot better. And combat in general in this game is just really fun. I mean, look at that massacre. The kill animations, the killmations, as I like to call them, are really, really cool. Here I came up behind this guy, I'm trying to choke him. Because it's quite a sneaky game, you do get the option to do sneak kills. But I wasn't good enough, and we mashed swords. Blew the guy behind him away, and finally stabbed him. It was really good. See what I mean about the combat being fluent? You can use the kind of environment around you to get around and climb up things. Like there's a chain later on in the game that you can climb up. And if you're a stealthy character, that's awesome. Oh, rats. Right, now in the game there are collectibles. As you can see on the bottom right hand side of my screen, there are things. I've got 0 of 0 because there aren't actually any in the first few levels. But they are missable and there are achievements for them. So it's going to be a pain in the ass. Like there we got Art Dealer. And there are other achievements for getting other collectibles. But while we're on the subject of achievements, I'm not going to lie, this is going to be a pain in the ass to get achievements on. It is going to require multiple playthroughs and a lot of effort. There's an achievement there, 100 gamer score, but you got to complete the game without killing anybody. I've already failed at that, and it's going to be really hell of a hard. It's going to require a really stealthy playthrough. So I'm not looking forward to doing that for achievements. Now what I was saying about the collectibles, I'm not sure if the game is linear or open world. From what I've seen so far, it seems to be fairly linear, so you need to get the collectibles when you're in the area. But you can reload and start the mission again to find them all. But we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if it's open world or not yet. Okay? Now here I am, I'm in a little dream sequence this is, and this is where you get your magical abilities. You meet this guy, not going to say who he is, but he gives you basically his magical powers. And the first one you unlock is Blink, which enables you to basically fling yourself across the battlefield. Okay, so here I'm using it here. You use it in your left hand, so what you can do is you can switch out your gun for your magic, and it will teleport you across. I can imagine this being a lot of fun in combat. Looking forward to using it when I get to a bit more combat. Now this guy, he also gives you this crazy heart. And he gives you it because to unlock more magical abilities you need to find relics, and the heart will help you do that. When you look at a relic, that light turns on and the heart will beat, and as you get closer to the relic the heart will beat faster and faster and faster and faster. It even works through walls apparently. And here you are, this is just kind of a little tutorial. You can also switch everything out by pressing the left bumper, and you can pick between your magic, your heart and your gun. And as you can see here it is pounding away in my hand, because we're right next to a relic. So I'm going to pick up the relic, and as I said, the relics, they just help you get more abilities. The more relics you get, the more you can unlock. So here we are looking at the abilities menu. It's fairly standard kind of RPG stuff. You've got things to increase your health, things to increase your mana, your agility, things like that. And you've also got your magical abilities on the top there. And like I said, there are multiple levels to the magical abilities, and the more relics you get, the more you can unlock, so you really want to find those on the levels. And here we are waking up from the dream, but it wasn't really a dream. I've suddenly got magical crazy powers. Now for a game that stayed really under the radar, I only heard about it last week, it is very, very good. Really glad I picked it up. It's got over 50 E3 awards, I can see why, and I highly recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all very much for watching. Check out the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.